I've set up YouTube channel from the webcasting, I'm able to view it online now. So now I've connected several of our box in the office to do webcasting. So I'm seeing live, meaning that I'm now able to see exact same content as what I'm doing now. So I have screen number 1, I have screen number 2.
All-in-one collaboration solution. It changes the way we work and learn. Because knowledge matters.
You need to go back. This is a video stream.
Oh, this is a video, huh?
Yeah. So you need to go back your YouTube back to just on the list.
Oh, yeah.
This one is a video.
Okay, HTML2.
Hello. Using Sign Up in your meeting room or active learning space
See?
gives you unlimited options
So whatever I'm playing as a file,
when working and learning.
right? I'm actually viewing it from YouTube live channel. Of course, it will be delayed, but what I'm doing is showing you now is actually a webcasting. Yeah.
And build powerful presentations.
So whoever is not able to attend our meeting, they can just watch from home or anywhere they are by just opening our YouTube channel. So we're able to simultaneously
It's easy to capture.
record the session as well as to do webcasting. So here I'm showing you this content that run in the room over the YouTube channel. Likewise, I can just go back there
Record it and share.
and I can access to any of our other boxes in the room. Alright, I have connected webcasting on my office
Cloud or other storage locations.
as well. So because this is dual display, I will get two content, HDMI1, HDMI2,
Flexible
all running live.
So two streams.
Two streams.
for maximum.
So for webcasting, for recording, we always have two separate streams, HDMI1, HDMI2. If you have a dedicated IP cameras connected to the unit itself, we are able to get the IP stream camera capture as well. So 3 streams altogether. So you can use a software to stitch them together. So as you can see, this is a webcasting functions. So it's a very powerful unit because everything runs from one single box. So we can do recording simultaneously, we can do webcasting simultaneously, and we can do metrics.
So on the webcasting, is that RTMP set up
Correct.
with YouTube?
Yes. YouTube or Facebook Live. So it benefits those offline students or no, online students but not able to attend physically. We can watch from home. Or if it's like a town hall event, whatever the CEO is speaking, I can just webcasting out to the public to watch as well. Obviously, you cannot compare, there will be a delay, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm showing you in the same room, but in the far end, we watch from the public, you'll not notice the delay because everything goes back to the public channel, you'll have some delays, internet.
So it support Facebook Live, YouTube Live, TikTok Live.
It's just a stream URL, right?
Depends on what the protocol they use. I think afterwards maybe you can select the different protocol or whatever the setup.
You can also set up such a way we can do in-room streaming, meaning that I can do RTSP, RTP stream to your own device as you watch. Not from a screen, but you watch from the device.
Because I think if RTSP, for example, might not need to be a Core Pro high-level device, a lower-end device like a Pure Mini or whatever, that one can support RTSP.
The only product model that is able to output stream is only this model.
Yeah,
The rest are just able to receive stream.
okay. But the lowest end, I think the comparison just now, one of the model onwards can get an RTSP stream, right?
Can receive the stream, yes.
Just receive.
But, behind you is the receiver as well. The receiver is just able to receive stream whatever is shown as a content.
Already can.
Your receiver. Right. So the receiver can be part of the matrix. It's more cost effective than this, but it's just able to receive the stream. You cannot do anything else. But this one can do on its own, right? But during the collaboration, just now the annotation, this one can support as well.
Okay.
So this is more used for as the decoder. Or it can be a overflow room, pickup room. I can just put there in another display for people to watch. Right? So it will always follow my main screen. So the moment I press here to share this video to there, you will get the video. Yeah? So that receiver cannot do anything else but just as part of the matrix.
Apart from the in-room usage, from a system point of view, then it becomes only a decoder.
That's correct. Alright, any question? Good.
The thing is about the next part of the question, or we wait for Shanta to come back.
Okay.
But more of the on-prem, whether the network, is it requiring like at least even go 10G or what? I've seen is at least 1G will do optimize with certain switches. I will imagine as long as that is effectively is an on-prem service for or application or setup for this matrix solution.
Yeah, wait for him to come back.
So far in your mind, I'm curious, besides what we mentioned in terms of like training rooms or in education, boardrooms, are there any other scenarios that you see that such a configuration is possible?
Definitely possible lah. even if I think it comes down to use in the use scenario, users requirement as along that line, and then when it comes with that, and then how manageable is that cost lah.
And the budget, like spend on the
It's
budget.
always, I mean, these two things, and always these two things don't align one because like throughout the last few years, I get to experience that is what users want, and then down the road, always the goalpost always gets smaller one. Yeah, because of
Things
the
get
budget.
changed along the way also.
I mean, basically because of the budget. One key thing is because when we talk about this here, but down the road, someone else or in the process of getting the budget or getting the approval from stakeholders or external parties along the way from the client point of view, that goalpost becomes smaller.
Okay, so he has raised questions about the infrastructure, right?
Setup wise, what is
So to do this solution here, the key component is the network switch. Right? So your network infrastructure is very important. Because whenever we share content station to stations, we're actually doing streaming. Okay? So as I said just now, every station will go back to a centralized switch. Right? And most of the time, if you go into a client space, they already have the infrastructure. So the requirement for a switch is that from us, it has to be a commercial model that supports level 2 or layer 3 level switch. So the recommended switch, it should be like Cisco, Aruba, or can be any brand, right? But it's meant to be not for home use. So the reliability and the operation is very important. So we recommended at least 1 gigabit per port. 1 gigabit per port, which is very common now, and it's less expensive now, and it has to have all these management tools to do IGMP snooping, all these things. Because we have to have a controlled environment because we're doing IGMP multicast streaming. Right? So IGMP snooping has to be set up. Other than that, you just have to set up the quality of service, QoS, to have streaming as a priority, basically. So, no, our bandwidth can varies. So if you look at here,
More endpoint, more.
yes, so each of the streams that we send across can be up to 40 megabit per stream. 40 megabit out of 1 gigabit is a certain ratio, very small ratio. Right? So as long as your switch itself has 1 gigabit per port, all right, so we can set up the stream such that it can vary the bandwidth requirement. So we can choose from as low as 0.5 megabit all the way up to 40 megabit. The best will be 40 megabits because we're streaming at 1080p. All right, and we are streaming at a high frame rate for video. So it can vary each of the port bandwidth, but now if you calculate 40 meg out of 1 gig is how many percentage? So we don't need we don't need a switch that's 10 gigabits. No. So that's our basic. That's all. So the infrastructure is very important, right? And this has to be done on a wired network. Right. So don't buy a switch from, let's say, Challenger store.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because they are not.
Definitely for.
What we have used in the room here is we're using Fortinet.
Oh.
So this is our AP. We also have a switch here. There's a main switch in the
Specifically, this AP is to cater to
or wireless, wireless sharing,
sharing.
office use, emails, all these things. But this switch here is dedicated only for this room. So the AP here is for you to connect with like the Apple or Chromecast. It has to be on the same network. Good. So this is about our SANET. So we are not just doing BYOD. We can do a lot more than BYOD. Right? So we are not just like barcode and do quick share or web conferencing. So if you want to go into that area, it's very competitive. Right? What we are doing here is strictly about presentation use. So all these functionalities, tools is able to help present it.
But this the composer or these other components, right? So-called not the hardware, but the
UI.
This UI.
or like addition of enabling to be a matrix system. Is this like additional license that has to be on top of the hardware?
The composer is free of charge. The moment you power up the unit, you set up properly, it can use straight away.
Okay, it's built in within the Pro.
The Matrix, you have to buy a one-time perpetual license. And each of the system, you only need one license for the master. All these substations don't need to have a license.
Okay.
So you only pay one time for the one license for the Matrix. That's all. Another feature pack we have is this. Okay, this Core Pro, it doesn't come with the recording functions. So if you want to add on recording and webcasting into this box, Core Pro, you have to buy a one-time license. The third feature pack is about this box, Pure Pro. So Pure Pro itself doesn't come with the Microsoft 365. So if you need to run 365 like this, if you need to have 365 platform or even Teams, because Teams is part of 365, you need to buy a one-time license. So we only have 3 different feature packs you have to deal with. Okay, clear? Every year we will release up to 4 different firmware just to keep ourselves updated with Zoom, Microsoft, or even Apple. Right. As far as because they add on new bug fixing or add on new features on Zoom or Teams, we have to follow as well.
I'll send you the same.
So the firmware
Later I'll send you the
can also centralize both
Yes, correct. I can use the same just now the software can push to all the boxes.
So I think before I forget, I think one of the questions just now I was saying that if let's say, what is the lowest end? So like being a decoder, that's a pure. So
Pure receiver, that's the pure
it's a
receiver.
pure receiver.
Pure receiver is not shown here.
Oh,
Because to us, this is not a product itself. It cannot use as its own product.
yeah, okay,
It has to be part of a matrix. So we look display over here.
okay. But if from a matrix,
The most basic entry is this Pure Mini.
right, I understand. But from the matrix solution point of view, right, that overall the
Yes.
classroom,
Yes.
what is the lowest end
This one.
model for Core Pro? Huh?
It's only these 2 you can use. The third one is that one for matrix. Alright? And this has to be a master.
Right.
This one cannot be a master.
Right.
So the license only writes on here. But slave wise, you can use this or this. If you have more budget, you can use this as a slave as well. Right. If you need dual screen for the slave, you can use this. So this can be a master, can be a slave. This one can only be a slave.
So-called client.
Yeah.
But of course, with this guy here, this one functioning as a decoder only. It's just that it gets triggered. It's sort of a client, but it's a.
You can only see the same content from either here or here. Nothing else. You cannot send from here to there. No.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So
how
you don't get the client to client transfer lah.
Yeah, meaning that I cannot use this Core Pro to send to this receiver. It will not work.
Okay.
It always have to be sent from this or this.
So it's only a family of Synapse Core Pro to have that full
Correct.
flexibility.
Correct. So you need this to have the full functionalities, like you can use it for other purposes. So technically you only have 5, but in fact we have 6. So that one is not part of the illustration here because that one cannot be used as a standalone unit.
Okay. Also, this is actually a separate product.
But we only released that as part of the matrix.
Right. Okay.
And why we have that is because some people, they want to have a very cost-effective box to run just decoding. No point they have to spend a lot on this, right? So they just need to view only. So we create that for them.
So that pure receiver, I can't use it as a pure box.
Not even BYOD, no.
Okay.
It cannot be used as a standalone. Cannot.
Okay.
Purely decoder.
Purely as a decoder from the matrix itself. That's why we don't appear it here because it's not supposed to be using as a standalone unit. So if we sense somebody ordering our box, if we sense that they ordered this but without this tool, something is wrong with it, right?
You review one.
Alright, so these are very powerful solutions. Again, as I said earlier, we are not just focusing on BYOD or even web conferencing because now if you look at exhibition, anybody else can do it. So it's very competitive about BYOD web conferencing.
I don't know if you heard from someone or not, but anyway, the Baco was, I mean, obviously you come out later, but they were talking about that. They call this new, they're naming it as BYOS. Space. Your own space.
Oh, is it? What is it about? I've not heard of this.
They say haven't market.
So what does the space do?
Effectively is, if I get it right, because it was kind of just demoing there. If I get it right, is that
Bring all the
whoever join with their click share, those who are, is it individually?
they can connect. I mean, actually, it's kind of BYOD also to me. Actually, say connect all the in-room peripheral that you can bring in, but you also can bring it out.
No. So the click share, you can have multiple users.
Okay.
And when you switch, right, or you can actually halfway I walk away, then I did duly register. But I think if you remember correctly, when switch between the user, then of course it can change the peripherals that's switching lah. But the thing is when both is connected,
Both the dongle?
both the dongle connected, then what was the demonstration? Do you remember what I was talking about? You know
I know two dongle and one even can
the
be
camera, the camera can toggle between the click share bar and the laptop's camera
We can do that also during a call, right?
during a
We can
call.
do that. It's part of the Teams or
Synapse video bar also can do that.
Yeah. During a call, you can switch between your laptop camera and the.
Oh no, I mean as in the switch is automatically. You don't toggle it manually.
Oh, is it?
They can actually
Auto. Auto, how you sense? How you know?
I mean of course they are using the app also lah, their app.
kind of remember.
So they will be able
Someone
to
talking.
say based on, let's say someone talking, based on like
Tracking lah, voice tracking.
So the person talking is far away from the bar.
Yeah.
You actually channel change
Threshold level, then they can switch.
after the border fencing thing.
This is possible to do. I mean, this is more like how you manage your firmware.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what they are showing that.
Yeah, I understand now. So they are able to set the threshold level. As long as if it's below, you will switch to like a laptop camera. If it's above, you switch to. So they have not publicized yet.
I think it's not not.
They don't even BYOS haven't really.
I mean, they didn't splash it on them.
But switching during a call is everybody can do.
Can of course. I just that I guess the automation was there.
Automation is different case. All right, any question?
Well,
Okay, if you want, we can go to the meeting room. We can show you the bar because it's almost 6:10.
you want me to go? Okay.
The bar wise is because it's the prototype, so we won't show you a lot of things because it's not a ready product. You show him the bar.
you.